Hello, it's Monday morning. Come in. Now I'm going to keep this brief because I had about 20 minutes sleep last night, or maybe a bit more, but it doesn't feel like much. And I'm not fully awake yet, but I can't wait till any later to do this because I have a very, very busy few days. It's funny, I am right into the thick of the promotion stuff already. I'm doing all the kind of the behind the scenes stuff. At the moment, I am packing to go to Clare to have, I'm not even sure what it is, to be filmed for social marketing. I don't even know anymore. I just do what I'm told. It's for, you know, the Facebook thing that is run by my publishers. So it's to do chatty stuff for that, but it's also to do chatty stuff for you know, booksellers and Amazon and things like that. And so I had to write various scripts for myself over the weekend. Also, I had to write a pitch for a weekend supplementy thing, because you know the way you think that like people can just write any old crap and people will publish it. It's very disappointing to discover it's not like that at all. So I have to write what I think I would like to write, and I give it to them and they go, that's lovely, that is lovely. However, have you considered completely changing it entirely and writing something that you explicitly said you didn't want to write, and then we'll publish it? Good girl. And then I have to say, well, it's either I write the piece or I do the interview. And you see, in the interview they say, hello, you're a lovely girl, and I know that you have loads of things you don't want to talk about, and we won't talk about them. And will you tell me now why you don't want to talk about them? What is it about that particular subject that you just don't want anyone to go near? And when we've talked about the thing you don't want to talk about in great detail, then will you take me upstairs and show me the contents of your knickers drawer? Good girl. See, that's what it's like. So it is no feckin' wonder I can't sleep. Between that and the fear of judgment. I can't even speak properly. You hear the clacky mouth. I apologise. I also apologise for my fringe. I've done my best, but it's something, what's that film? There's Something About Mary. It was like at right angles this morning. And it wasn't. It was just, I slept funny on it or something. And so look, but at least I get to go down to Clare, and English people are going to come and see Clare, and that would be nice, because then they'll go back and they'll say, isn't Clare lovely? And that would be good, and then I would be proud, because even though I'm not from Clare, I sort of think I am, because old woman is from Clare, and my identity is very, what's the word? Codependently enmeshed with hers, in a very bad way. What else? Sudden Wild Enthusiasms. The name Hjörtur. It's an Icelandic name. And have I told you about my other sudden wild enthusiasm, which is Airbnb? See, I've never done Airbnb because I thought that you had to stay in the house with the people, and that you had to watch their telly in the evening with them and then get up and have your breakfast with them in the morning. And nothing terrifies me as much as people. But I since discovered that you can now have the house or the apartment by yourself, and that you don't have to be sharing with anyone. So I like the name Hjörtur, and then I found a lovely house in Iceland on a lovely mountain run by a man called Hjörtur. So I spent a long time lying on the bed reading all the reviews, the lovely reviews on the Airbnb thing about Hjörtur, and every time they mentioned Hjörtur I read it out to himself. And Hjörtur seems to be very present, even though he has a job doing something else. And so I was just really happy to read out the name Hjörtur and all the lovely things about Hjörtur. And now I sort of feel like I'm half in love with Hjörtur. And also Hjörtur does mountain climbing. So both of us would get something out of it. You could go up the hill with him, and I could say his name a lot. I could say, Hjörtur, it's such a pleasure to meet you, Hjörtur. Hjörtur, now, how are you, Hjörtur? Hjörtur is such a great name. Hjörtur, have you ever thought about training as a potter? What's your thought on otters, Hjörtur? and stuff like that. It would be great. And then I made up limericks with the name Hjörtur, but I won't say them to you because they're really bad, and they use the word potter and otter a lot, because there isn't much that rhymes with Hjörtur. But still, I enjoyed myself, and we must take our pleasures where we can, especially when times are difficult. That's my message. That's my take-home message this week. It's the simple things, the small things. Never apologise for what makes you happy if you're not harming anyone else. And I don't think I am, by my sudden wild enthusiasm for a man called Hjörtur. Yes, I will report. I would be Instagramming from County Clare, as well as Twittering from County Clare. Well, there won't be much time, I suppose. So it's easy to do the pictures. I will be more Instagramming than Twittering. And I will have to miss the Love Islands because I don't have a telly in Clare. Sure, look it. And I don't have the... Do I have the Wi-Fi's? No. We have to do some complicated business called... Hang on, I have to ask him what the word is.
Tethering.
Tethering. It's really complicated. Anyway, yes, I am sorry. I'm still asleep, do you know? Although I was never fully asleep. But I am not awake, that's for certain. All right, goodbye. Thank you for indulging me. Goodbye, have a lovely week. Bye.